Welcome back to the channel and welcome to this episode of Mark's Garage. I am sitting right next to the 2018 Yamaha FJR 1300. This is the A model, not the automatic suspension model, but we're at the end of the riding season here in Wisconsin. I've been able to log a little bit more than 1,000 miles on the FJR this summer. And what I want to do is share my opinions, my thoughts, and give you what I think are the very best features on this amazing motorcycle. So that's coming up next. All right, number one, let's talk about this motor, this engine. An inline 4, 1298 cc, produces 142 horsepower, and the sound that this engine makes is really cool. And mated to that engine is a shaft drive system. And so that is really nice to have, so it's pretty much maintenance free. You have a very easy access to the final drive assembly drain and fill area. So you can do that at the time of your oil changes. I think the interval is certainly longer than the oil change interval, but it's easy access, easy to work on. And having a shaft drive and maintenance free is absolutely terrific. All right, when you own a bike like this, and it's in this category of sport and touring, and it kind of crosses between those two, there's a few features on here that are just super to have. And if they weren't on here, I would totally miss it. Let's start with the electric windscreen. The ability to adjust that based on weather conditions and what's going on, that's terrific. That works really well. Heated hand grips. So if you're out on a cooler day, I was just out a few days ago when it was a little cooler in the 50s. If you want to kick on the heated hand grips, that is terrific. And lastly, I'm going to talk about this convenience feature because when you're doing a little bit longer ride, maybe if you're just on a 5 or 10 mile stretch, how great is it to be able to use cruise control? Takes a little pressure off the wrists. You can sit up just a little bit straighter and you can enjoy the view ahead. So cruise control, that's another great feature on the FJR. All right, what about shifting? Well, I can tell you that the shifting on this bike is extremely smooth. And back in 2016, when Yamaha changed the transmission to a 6-speed, that's certainly a plus to have that on this 2018 model. But I can just promise you that you're going to enjoy the shifting. If you have a chance to ride this, or if you own this bike, you know that shifting is extremely smooth, and that's just so great to have on a motorcycle. Well, one of the things that I really like on my 2018 FJR is this color. And it is called Matte Phantom Blue. And when I park the bike, depending on where I'm at, I get compliments at least every other time that I park the bike that folks really enjoy that out in the sun and they see this color. So kudos to Yamaha for doing something different, and looks great. So as a lot of you know, I like working on my own motorcycles. I like performing all the basic maintenance, and I can promise you that the FJR 1300 is very easy to work on. The access to the oil filter, the access to the drain plug. There's just one drain plug. The access to the rear differential, and being able to keep up on that on a regular basis just will make your investment in this bike last a long time. And it's a joy to work on. So The ease of maintenance on the FJR is right there. With a sport touring motorcycle, it sure is great to have some luggage. And so I'm going to take the key out of the ignition. You do need to use the key to access the panniers, but it's a one-key system. You open that up, and there you go. It's got a strap here also for securing what you put in. But having panniers, wow, is that nice. There you go. Thank you for tuning in and watching this episode of Mark's Garage and listening to my opinions about what I like best about the Yamaha FJR 1300. It is an amazing motorcycle for sure. So if you own an FJR or have owned one in the past, please, in the comments section, list some things that you like that maybe I missed that were important to you or that you just really appreciated. Be great to share with others. So thanks again. If you can subscribe to the channel, if you're new, that would be awesome. Hit that thumbs up button. Really appreciate that. And as always, and until next time, take care.